I'm here with Chris Berry from Alpine Archery, and we're going to ask him about mental preparation and what he does to get ready for these kind of tournaments. Chris, give us a little input on what you guys do to get set up for these tournaments.
Okay. One thing that I got about 3 years ago was here, and I saw Lanny Basham's seminar tapes and stuff like that, and I thought, you know, that's a lot of money to buy his tapes. And then I thought, well, you know, we spend thousands of dollars coming to these tournaments and back and forth. What's $250 to buy something that's going to help me with these tournaments? I bought those tapes, and since that time, I've become one of the better championship bow hunter shooters. I've won nationals, got third here last year. But one of the things that I do to get ready is to keep that mental preparation that Lanny talks about and Troy talks about. And this year I transferred that into my arrows. One of the things that I do is I wrote on my arrows some of my preparation, shoot a perfect shot. And one of the main things that I have to do is I have to be all here. I have to be all in my shot. I have to not be thinking about what the dog's doing to my coat or what the house payment needs to be made next month or anything like that. I've got to stay in my shot. And then one of the arrows I like to have in my third hole here is run recovery. Do I need to run recovery today to get back in this shot that I'm working on? Because a lot of times that last shot that we have might be the one that we might be thinking about something else. And that's why I wrote these little simple phrases on these arrows. I like this one a lot because at home I have to shoot against freestylers all the time. I don't have a choice. There's nobody around that shoots bow hunter freestyle in an upper level.
Right.
And I'm working on, I've got guys in training that I'm working with, and I'm bringing them up, and they're going to be ready in a few years, if not in a few months. But one thing I've got to do is I don't want to give a freestyler not 1 point.
Absolutely.
And not 1x. And that's important to keep that in my mind, that I'm not going to give you anything. You might take it, but I'm not going to just give you a point or give you an X. And that's something I've got to keep in my mind, and that's some of the stuff that Lanny and Troy talk about, is to have that mental preparation to know that I deserve to be here. It's like me to shoot good, and you've got to keep those thoughts in your mind. And if you don't, well, you're losing track, and I truly think that, you know, they say archery's 90% mental, and I wholly believe that. At this level of archery, we've got to have good equipment. Everybody makes great equipment, they do. You just got to find what works for you, and then work on your mental game. Because if you don't have your mental game strong, you're going to really suffer.
Absolutely, I agree with 100%. The book from Lanny,
Yep.
With Winning in Mind?
Yep, Winning in Mind, and I got the CD set from him also, and I've got it on my iPod, and I listen to it constantly. I take and I listen to it, and then I work out a training schedule. What I do for the whole getting ready for the paper season, I've had it planned out since October, because I went to Presley's first to tow up to the line just to see, you know, just to get ready. Got second place at Presley's, and I was proud. I was happy of that, because you know, I shot really strong. And then I got ready, and I was steady preparing. And I'm steady preparing for this tournament. So then I went to Iowa and got up to Iowa and shot really strong. Got second place in Iowa, and then I've been on the road ever since. I've been out here. I've been ATA. I've been SHOT Show. I've been all over the place. But I have to shoot in my mind. And one of the things I have to prepare more than anybody. And sometimes I can't shoot because I'm on the road working.
Right.
And I have to shoot in my mind. I just have to get up there and to get in my mind and shoot that perfect shot, because sometimes I can't get to the range.
Right.
But I can shoot 80, 90, 100 arrows a day just in my mind, and it really helps. I was able to shoot a 653 with my bow hunter setup last week, and I was like, wow, I am as ready as I can be to get here. And I was the only bow hunter yesterday to shoot a 300, so I was really pleased about that. And it was, you know, my first day I struggled a little, and you know, I could have let my mental program, I could have let it down a little bit, and I could have struggled all weekend. But instead, I just employed all the work that I do, and came in and shot a 300 yesterday.
Good deal, sir. I appreciate the time.
Thanks a lot.
Good luck in the rest of the tournament.
Yeah.
And hopefully we can get a winner interview with you when you're done.
All right. Yep. I'm always on Archery Talk. Be out. Stop in and say hi.
Thank you.